Imperialism. Political and economic domination. Imperialism refers to a policy or ideology where a country extends its power and influence over other regions or countries, often through military force or diplomatic pressure. It involves the domination of one nation over another, primarily for economic exploitation, political control, or strategic advantage. Imperialism doesn't always involve direct territorial control but seeks to exert influence over foreign territories. Colonialism. Direct control and settlement. Colonialism is a form of imperialism that specifically involves the establishment of settlements and the direct control of a territory by a foreign power. It typically involves the colonizing power sending settlers, establishing governance structures, and exploiting the natural resources of the colonized region. Colonialism often results in the domination and subjugation of indigenous populations. Imperialism. Broader scope of influence. While colonialism is a form of imperialism, imperialism itself is broader in scope. Imperialism can involve economic control, cultural influence, or political hegemony without direct territorial settlement. A nation can practice imperialism through trade agreements, military alliances, or cultural penetration, even without establishing physical colonies. Colonialism. Focus on settlements and resource exploitation. Colonialism, on the other hand, is specifically focused on the occupation and control of a region by settling people there and exploiting its resources. Historically, colonial powers like Britain, France, and Spain established colonies in the Americas, Africa, and Asia to extract valuable resources and establish dominance over local populations. Imperialism. Influence through non-settler means. Imperialism can take forms other than colonialism, such as economic imperialism, where a powerful nation controls the economy of a weaker nation without direct settlement. This can include controlling trade routes, investing in local industries, or creating economic dependency. The aim is to exert dominance without needing to physically control land or populations. Colonialism. Enforcing cultural supremacy. Colonialism often involved the enforcement of cultural, religious, and social norms of the colonizers upon the indigenous populations. This could include efforts to suppress local cultures, impose foreign education systems, and replace local governance with colonial administrations. Colonialism had long-lasting effects on the identity and development of colonized regions. Imperialism. Political and economic interests. Imperialism is motivated by a broader range of political, military, and economic interests. Imperial powers often sought to secure strategic locations, expand their markets, and enhance their global influence. Imperialism can sometimes involve indirect rule, where local rulers maintain control under the direction or supervision of a foreign power. Colonialism. Often seen as a more direct form of control. Colonialism is typically viewed as a more direct and invasive form of control compared to other forms of imperialism. Colonies were established by settlers or military forces, often displacing indigenous populations, and were governed by colonial authorities who made decisions with little to no input from local populations. Key differences. Imperialism versus colonialism. In summary, while both imperialism and colonialism involve domination by a stronger power over a weaker one, the key difference lies in the methods used. Imperialism can involve various forms of influence, including economic and political control, without direct territorial control. Colonialism specifically refers to the establishment of settlements and direct governance over a territory.